Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about buying land in one of the most expensive locations in the greater Accra region of Ghana, which is Lakeside Estate. There's a history behind buying a land or a property at this location. If you don't know the history, you might get ripped off, and I'm just going to share that with you. But for now, I just want to tell you that we have a house that is actually going on for sale. It is 2 units, 2-bedroom apartment here, 2-bedroom apartment here on one specific piece of land that is measured 78 feet by 70 feet. That is above half plot, almost full plot of land. And this is at one of the best locations that when we talk about buying land or buying a property and then you always have it appreciating, this is actually the right place for you to think about. If you want to buy this property, you can just reach me. It is going for 500,000 Ghana cedis. Remember, agency commissions applies. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about buying land in the Lakeside Estate, but before that, whenever we talk about Lakeside Estate, Community 1, Community 2, people start thinking about it to be at Tema. It's not at Tema. It is at Ashaniboche. Ashaniboche Lakeside Estate is there. And Lakeside Estate, currently they have from Community 1 up to Community 10. That is what I know of. But, you know, buying property or land or house from Community 1 up to Community 7 is different from buying land or property at Community 8 and Community 9. It's different. So from 1 to 7, from Community 1 to Community 7, you need to understand the history behind owning a property or buying a property at that location. Lakeside Estate is one of the best big real estate firms you can ever think about in the greater Accra region of Ghana. And when you are mentioning the top 4 or the top 3 real estate big companies in Ghana here, Lakeside Estate is one of them. If you start talking about the famous ones that you know, you cannot count 4 without mentioning Lakeside Estate. Now, this Lakeside Estate land that is our property, so it's just a big portion of land that is at Ashalibotre. I don't know how many acres, but it is like more than 1,000 acres. Like a very big portion of land that you have an entire community with a lot of houses currently, and Charlie, it's just too much. So when we talk about the history behind people acquired land at that place, Lakeside Estate, when you look at their, you know, the way they acquired a piece of land, it was initially meant for agricultural purpose, for farming, or yeah. And I've heard that, you know, the one who bought it, that is their father. You know, now it's their successors. So who bought it is their father. He bought it for, you know, farming purpose and stuff, but later it was switched and they had this, you can use it for residential, commercial and stuff. Now, what happened is that they acquired this piece of land and it is having it, they've registered it with a land title certificate and everything. But later, some people went behind to resell those land to individuals. Like the Lakeside Estate, they acquired a piece of land from the legitimate owners of the land. That is the chiefs or the land owners or whatever it is. They acquired it from them. Then later, some people went behind to sell those lands to individuals. And individuals successfully built their houses on those lands. So what happened is that, that's my small knowledge. Oh, you may differ from me. And it is allegedly. I cannot defend this in court, but I'm just telling you what it is. Yes, and when you go to the estate, you can confirm what I'm saying. So what happened is that, you know, the people went behind to resell these lands to individuals who finally built on those pieces of land without having any issues. So later, Lakeside Estate came to reclaim their own property, to reclaim their lands and everything at those locations. And was that place, it was fatal, it was brutal. The issue there was really brutal. Those times there used to be laggards and things. But when the Lakeside Estate came to reclaim the land, like all the laggards ran away, all the voodoo men, all those people ran away. And they were having police, they were having all these military people and stuff. And if you joke, there was one door. If you joke, you'll be gone. Those times, yeah. But now is one of the most peaceful place you can ever buy a property and you go and sleep. So what happened with this history is that those people that bought they went behind and raised, some people went behind and sell those land to them. They have to go back to Lakeside Estate again to go and what? Regularize. To go and pay Lakeside Estate another money to buy land from Lakeside Estate. The same land they've already built their own houses on. That is what it is. So if you bought land from someone who was not having the right to sell the land to you, and now the rightful owner comes. What do you need to do? You need to go and meet the rightful owner so that you indemnify the person, you compensate the person, you repay the person another money to reclaim a land that you have already built your house on. And that is what it is. So from community 1 up to community 7, that is how it is when you are buying a property. So what you need to understand from this is that before you buy any property at any of this location, you need to go to Lakeside Estate to confirm that whether that person that owns a land over there or a property or a house over there, he has already indemnified Lakeside Estate or not. Do you understand? Whether he has already compensated Lakeside Estate, he has already repaid Lakeside Estate, he has already regularized with Lakeside Estate Company. So if you confirm that, then you can now go ahead to make payment to the one that is selling the lands to you, and then you go to Lakeside Estate to pay for the indenture, the new indenture of transfer of ownership to the Lakeside Estate, and then they will transfer from that person's name into your name, but it will be directly from the company. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So basically, that is it. The Lakeside Estate is a very big portion of land over there, and there is a lake. It's only at the community 1. I've already made videos of those places all. So when you are able to get land at this location, is the safest place you can ever think of buying a property in the greater Accra region of Ghana. And it is one of the most expensive locations, as I keep telling you. Currently, at the community 8, community 9, community 8, I can't even get land now. Community 9, if you want to buy a piece of land, you cannot buy directly from the estate. They don't have it. You understand? You can only buy from people who have already bought from the estate. And then you are buying it very huge. Yes, some of them are selling it between $50,000 to $70,000. One plot of land measures 70 feet by 100 feet. So it's not a joke. This is one of the it's one of the most sought locations. Driving from that place to the airport can take you around 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes. If you wake up early morning, gone. It can take you around 20 minutes, yes, to get to the airport. But all things being equal, you're supposed to use 15 minutes to get to Medina and 10 minutes to the airport, or let's say another 15 minutes to the airport. So in all, around 30 minutes. But if there's traffic, it can be worse than that because some part of the road is not widened yet. So definitely sometimes, if you move the wrong times, it will take you more time. But basically, the essence of me telling you this history about acquiring land or that location is to educate you to understand that when you are buying land at or a property or a house at that location, it's one of the safest places you can ever think about. The only thing you just need to ensure is that whether the person has a document from the Lakeside Estate, the indenture site plan from Lakeside Estate, if that is there, then you are free. You can just go ahead, buy from the person, you go to Lakeside Estate, pay for another indenture, which is, I don't want to state the money because they might change. Pay for another indenture site plan from Lakeside Estate, then they will do the transfer of ownership into your name. Lakeside Estate, they have their properties, their lands all demarcated. They have lanes, plots, numbers, from community 1 up to the community 9 or 10 that I know of. So it's one of the most arranged locations. When you go, the environment, the beauty of the place, houses that are actually built, the roads that are tarred, the other places that are not yet tarred, but even the security consciousness of that location is something that drives a lot of people to actually go to that location. It is the place for rich people. It's not for buga people. If you don't get money, you don't go there. Currently, as I'm speaking with you, at the community 8, that's the one of the nice locations you can ever think about. But one of the most promising locations you can never or you would wish to have a property at is the community 9. But currently, I do not have a property there for sale yet. But what I can tell you is that if you are buying land at that location, it's more safe than any place you can ever tell me in the greater Accra region of Ghana. You understand? This is the safest place in the greater Accra region of Ghana you can acquire a property. There's no place you can ever show me. I've traveled, I've walked on the grounds. The thing is that they have credibility. They all have credibility. They have operated for a very long time, over almost half a century. The people have been there for long. They have built a lot of institutions as well. And it's a very big portion. It's not a small company. Currently, they are not even selling their lands. They want to go into building and selling. No, they already have communities. They've done that. They've built a resell. Even right from community 1, they have been building a resell, building a reseller. So basically, if you want to get a property at this location, it's one of the best places. And that is why I keep telling you, this property that you are seeing on your screen right now is actually for a friend. Oh. And if you want to buy it, it's just I'm just available to help you get it. You understand? And you don't have any problem when it comes to documentation. What else can I tell you for you to actually understand that this is one of the most sought locations? If you are buying a property for investment purpose, you are buying a property, not for you to sleep on it. No, you just want to buy, build, and resell. This is the right place for you to actually buy a property to do those kind of business. If you are buying a property to actually, go and stay at that location, it's the same place, it's the best place you can ever think about. You go to that location, you see how serene the place is, security well conscious, they have university, they have a lot of social institutions and social amenities at the area, electricity, VIAP, water, VIAP, everything VIAP. You don't have any problem. This is the location you need to look out for if you have money. But if you don't have money, my brother, go and look for somewhere else. My name is Imoru Sadat. If you want to buy land in Ghana, you want to buy a house in Ghana, check the description of this video. And I tell you, this property that I just told you about at Lakeside Estate, Carol, is going for 500,000 Ghana cedis. It's one of the cheapest property you can ever think about. Don't be greedy. Just try your best and come and get this property as quick as possible before it gets late. I told you, if I have money, I would have bought this property and I will not sell it 500,000 Ghana cedis. You know me now. I will not sell it 500,000 Ghana cedis. But this one is for a friend and he wants money quick as possible. But don't forget, agency commission applies. Salaam alaikum. My name is Imoru Sadat. Subscribe.